Dear First Prep, it's Mr. Ahmed Mahmoud. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. I'm glad to present a mathematics lessons. Today, inshallah, we are going to introduce Algebra, Unit 1, Lesson 4. The lesson is multiplying and dividing rational numbers. Let's start. In this lesson, inshallah, we have three items. First, I'm going to introduce the operations and how can we solve it by using calculator and without calculator. Number two, I'm going to explain the properties of multiplication, and next and finally I'm going to solve some important problems. Okay, in example 1, find the result of each of the following in its simplest form. Okay, first, we have 3 over 6 and 2 over 5. To do this operation without calculator, first we are going to multiply up with up and down with down. How come? We are going to multiply 3 times 2 equals 6 and 5 times 6 equals 30, and then we are going to simplify this operation. 6 over 30 in the simplest form equals 1 over 5. Or we can use the calculator like this. 3 over 6 times 2 over 5, it's equals 1 over 5. Okay, number two, we have negative 3 over 4 times 2 over 9. Okay, first we have negative 3 times 2 equals 6 and 4 times 9 equals 36, which is equal in the simplest form negative 6 over 36 equals negative 1 over 6. Okay, number 3, half times negative 2. Okay, we have negative 2, which mean negative 2 over 1. Half times negative 2 over 1, it's equal 1 times negative 2 equals negative 2. 2 times 1 equals 1. 2 over 1 equals negative 2. Negative 2 over 2 equals negative 1. Finally, we have here negative 4 and 2 over 7. First, I'm going to change this fraction into an improper fraction. It will be 7 here, and 7 times 4 plus 2, 7 times 4, 28 plus 2 equal 30, times negative 6 here, and 6 times 3 plus 1 equals 6 times 3, 18 plus 1 equals 19. Okay, and then I'm going to multiply up by up and down by down. Negative 30 times 19 equals 570, and 7 times 6 equal 42. Then I'm going to simplify. It's equals in the simplest form 95 over 7, or we can use calculator, shift fraction, negative 4 and 2 over 7 times bracket negative shift fraction 3 and 1 over 6 equals 95 over 7. Next, now I'm going to to explain the properties of rational numbers. The first property with us is the closure property, that the product of any two rational numbers is a rational number. For example, if we have 2 over 3 multiplied by 1 over 5, okay, 2 over 3 times 1 over 5 equals 2 over 15. 2 over 15 here belongs to Q, and this is the closure property, which means when we multiply two rational numbers together, the result is a rational number. The property number 2 is the commutative property. The commutative, as I explained in the last lesson, means that if we switch the position, the result doesn't change. Here, 2 over 7 times 3 over 5 equal 6 over 35, and also 3 over 5 times 2 over 7 equal 6 over 35. The result doesn't change in both cases. This is the property of commutative or commutative property. Number 3 is the associative property. The associative property means if we have three operations, three fractions like this, and I need to multiply them in two different situations. In the first situation, I'm putting the brackets around 1 over 2. Okay? In the second situation, I'm putting the brackets around 1 over 3 and 7 over 6. Okay? In the first case, the result is 7 over 30. In the second case, the result also 7 over 30, and this is the property of associative or associative property. Property number 4, multiplication identity or multiplication neutral. And I explained before, the word neutral or identity means element with no effect. Number 1 is called the multiplicative identity. Again, number 1 is called the multiplicative identity or the multiplicative neutral in Q. Why? Because if I multiplied 2 over 3 by 1, it's equal 2 over 3 without change. Okay? Number 5, multiplication inverse of a rational number. The inverse here, the multiplicative inverse, that I switch the position. Here, negative 2 over 3, its inverse is negative 3 over 2. Another example, if I have 3 over 7, its multiplicative inverse is 7 over 3. Now we have a very important example, example 2. In this example, the first one, it asks about the multiplicative identity in the rational number is 1. B, the multiplicative inverse of 3 over 5 is 5 over 3. I have switched the position, okay, upside down. the multiplicative inverse of negative 1 and 1 over 2. First, before finding the multiplicative inverse, I need to put this fraction in an improper fraction like this. It will be negative 2 here. 2 times 1 plus 1 equals 3. This fraction equals negative 3 over 2. Then I'm going to change negative 3 over 2 upside down. It will be negative 2 over 3. خلاص. Next, D, the multiplicative inverse of 0. Here we have 0 over 1. To switch 0 over 1, it will be 1 over 0. And we explained before that 1 over 0 is meaningless. Then 0 has no, we can say that 0 has no multiplicative inverse. Again, 0 has no multiplicative inverse because when we switch 1 over 0, 0 over 1 to be 1 over 0, it's meaningless or undefined. E, the multiplicative inverse of 3 over 8 all to the power of 0. First, I need to find its result. It's equal to 1. The multiplicative inverse of 1 is 1. Why? Because 1 here is 1 over 1. And when we switch 1 over 1, it will be without change 1 over 1. Okay, then the multiplicative inverse of 1 is 1. F, the rational number x plus x minus 1 over 9 has a multiplicative inverse. First, we have here x minus 1 over 9. To have a multiplicative inverse, it will be like this. I'm going to switch it as 9 over x minus 1. Okay, before at lesson 1 I explained this number to be to be a rational number, then the denominator mustn't equal 0. Okay, then we are going to make an equation here, x minus 1 doesn't equal to 0. Then by sending minus 1 to the other side as plus 1, then it will be x doesn't equal to 1. Then here x doesn't equal to 1. Property number 6. Property number 6 is called the property of distribution or distributing property. Okay, multiplication over addition and subtraction. What does it mean? If we have, for example, two multiply operations like this, okay, 5 over 11 multiplied by 6 over 7 plus 5 over 11 multiplied by 1 over 7. Okay, by looking to the two operations, we find that 5 over 11 is common. Common means we have the same fraction in both situations, in both brackets. Then by taking out 5 over 11 outside the brackets, okay, to be 5 over 11, and between the two brackets, okay, we have cancelled 5 over 11 like this to be outside the brackets. Then this property called the property of distribution. Finally, I'm going to find the result in the simplest form it will be equal 5/11. Okay, example 3, and this is a very important example. Use the property of distribution of multiplication over addition of rational number to calculate each of the following. Here, okay, we have 3 operations, time, plus, and time. Okay, and the questions ask about the distribution property. Then I'm going to distribute or divide the operation here into multiply operations like this. Put the first operation between brackets and the second multiply operation between brackets like this, and between them there are a plus operation. By looking to the common fraction in both brackets, it's what? It's 4/9 like this. Then I'm going to write 4/9 times between brackets 11 what plus. Why plus? Because we have here plus operation plus 16. The result equal 3. B, we have here 22/25 times 6/11 between brackets, 5/11 times 22/25 between brackets, minus number 3. We haven't here time operation, then we are going to add time 1. Okay, it will be equal by looking to the common in the 3 brackets, it is 22/25 22/25 multiplied by 6/11 plus 5/11 minus 1. The result equal to 0. Okay, see, we have here negative 3/7 times 8 plus 5 times negative 3/7 plus negative 3/7 times nothing. I'm going to add times 1. Okay, the result will be like this. I'm going to identify the common number, which is negative 3/7 like this. It will be negative 3/7 times between brackets 8 plus 5 plus 1. It equals negative 6. Okay, example 4. Find the numerical value of each of the following where x equal negative 1/3, y equal 3/4, and z equal negative 3. Just I'm going to substitute in place of x, y, and z here. In the first one, y over z means fraction. Up, I'm going to write y, which is 3 over 4. Down, I'm going to write z, which is negative 3. Then, by using calculator, and I'm going to explain how can I use calculator for this. I'm write fraction here and fraction up to be 3 over 4, and down I'm going to write negative 3. Okay, it will be like this, negative 3 over 4 over negative 3, it will be negative quarter. Number 2, it's equal xy, x which is negative 1 over 3 times y which is 3 over 4 over z which is negative 3. It's equal, also by using calculator like this, fraction up negative 1 over 3 times 3 over 4 down negative 3. It's equals 1 over 12 okay, and this is the end of our lesson. I hope it was helpful for you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.